What's up, everybody? You're here with the Fly Guy. All right, today I have got a big announcement. It is not the announcement that I thought I would be making now, but it is definitely a change in plans for what my wife and I originally anticipated. And I'm going to go through a few things that are changing. They're big changes. They're good changes for the most part. But it's definitely a change that we didn't anticipate happening until later on down the road. But that's life. So my wife and I originally had a plan to set up a home base here in the Philippines and be able to have a place that we could just leave anytime we wanted to and travel and head to the U.S., go somewhere else, and we would have a home to come back to. Obviously, we started off renting here. We were going to eventually get like a small townhouse or a small condo and, kind of move forward from there. We weren't really interested in the condo for ourselves. That was going to be more of an investment opportunity as a rental opportunity. But my grandfather's health has taken a turn. And I've been blessed with young grandparents. I've been blessed with young family. And my father really wasn't around in my life, and my grandfather was my father. I grew up being raised by not only my mother, but also my grandmother and my grandfather. And I did not want to be getting a call overseas, hearing that he has passed away. So my grandpa, he has Alzheimer's dementia, and it's a really progressive, disease. It's horrible, and we just don't really have an exact timeline. It's not a very new diagnosis. This has been going on a little bit. We saw some things, but then, they officially diagnosed it, and he's been, declining ever since. And my wife and I decided that we're going to flip our plans, and we're going to shut things down here in the Philippines, and we are going to return to the United States. I will be returning first in February of 2027, and she's going to follow me after that once the visa is finished processing. We're in the process of moving through the spousal visa right now. We didn't anticipate doing this until later on down the line. And I think that, we just kind of realized that with the way things were going and the need for not only to be there for my grandfather, but my family, and for her to be able to meet them, just all around, we think it's a better fit. So we have decided to go back to the United States. So, regardless of where you stand, if you can be keeping, us and my family in your thoughts and prayers during this time, we would be greatly appreciative of those thoughts and prayers. It's been difficult. I've grown up having my grandparents there my whole life, and they are like literally second parents to me. I grew up with them, and having to slowly part ways is going to be a real challenge. So keep us in your thoughts as we go through this visa process and we get back to the United States, hopefully in time, so that not only can my wife meet my grandfather, but we can be there for my family during this tough transition. We had every intention. We thought, okay, we're going to set up here and we're going to stay here in the Philippines and travel back and forth as we can. We were going to do the visa later on, and then have kind of an extended stay in the United States. But now what we're going to do is we are going to stay in the U.S. for a while, and have a temporary home base. And we're going to kind of talk more about that here in the future once those pieces of the puzzle kind of come together a little bit more. I've got some things in the works, and my wife and I are really excited about it. But we're going to have a home base set up and office set up that her and I can return to at any time and be able to visit family and friends when we are back in the United States. So we're kind of reversing our plan. And with that, I will be returning to commercial fly tying, which I've mentioned before. I'm really excited about it. This has been one of the biggest decisions that I've ever made. I love tying flies, and I knew I was going to have to step away from it temporarily to kind of reset my business and get things streamlined a little bit better. I had a very efficient process when I was back in the U.S. I love tying flies for people. I love doing it. And some things changed with it, and some things changed in my life, and I had to make some adjustments to be able to deliver the level of fly patterns that I do to my customers. And I found a system now that I think is going to work a lot better for being able to get you guys the patterns that you need exactly when you need them. So stay tuned. I've got more updates coming on the commercial tying. And just to give you kind of a little window into how it's going to work is I've already built a web page that's going to be live in March of next year. And I will update you again when that goes live. But once I'm back in the U.S. and I get set back up again, there's going to be some ordering windows that will be available throughout the year, and some patterns that I will post periodically throughout the year that you are able to order. And I'll have delivery dates set up, so a ship by date for each of those ordering windows, and it'll give you the opportunity to order at certain times of the year to match up with certain fishing seasons. And I love tying flies for people. This is what I love doing probably the most, and this is actually how I got started into fly fishing. I started tying before I ever picked up a fly rod. And this is just something that I love doing, and seeing other people catch fish on flies that I made them. I mean, it is just one of the best feelings for me, and I love getting photos and pictures back from customers. So to my customers who have sent me photos and who have thanked me for the tips, I just want to thank you for all of your kind words, and thank you for sending me those photos. I have just really enjoyed seeing how well you guys are doing out there. And it's really going to be awesome to get back into it and send you guys some more flies and see some more big fish that you guys are catching out there. So again, thank you to everyone, to my subscribers, to my fly tying customers. You guys have supported me through a long life transition here. I've had a lot of ups and downs since COVID. The channel has been growing slowly. I haven't been able to post on it like I've liked and like I've wanted to, but you guys have stuck with me, and I'm very thankful for your dedication, because I am excited for what the future holds, and there are more great things to come, even outside of commercial tying. If you are interested in getting commercial fly patterns from me, you might not be a fly tyer, but you'd like to get some of the patterns that I tie, when that page does go live, just know that my email subscribers get special discounts on flies. And I will be sending out coupons and special discounts on bundles and some of my individual fly patterns, and you will receive specialized sales only for you. So join the Fly Guy crew. I have a link down in the description for you. So check that out, subscribe, and get ready for March next year, because I'm going to have some great things coming. So my journey to the Philippines here has been kind of a rough transition at the start. It was wonderful because I've had my wife, and her family has been great. But I tore my Achilles tendon. I've had some setbacks since I've come here. But I've had some great things happen as well. And some of the major things that I wanted to accomplish, I did. The whole reason that I was coming here in the first place was I was taking time to reset. I was taking time to take a brand new direction in my life. And it is a big transition with the current status of the job market and the way that things are structured in the United States, to step away from a full-time job, to get settled into a remote role, and build a business on the side. That doesn't happen overnight. Not to mention that I wanted to be mobile. My wife and I both want to keep a low footprint when it comes to the government. And we want to be mobile and free to be able to move as we need and want to. We want to travel. We want to see things. We want to do things. And I want to fish wherever I go. That's why I got into tutoring and teaching English. It gives me the freedom and flexibility to still be able to work pretty much full time, but I can set my own schedule, set my own hours, and still dedicate time to my fishing business, being able to develop my website and rebuild it. I actually have completely rebuilt my website. This website is brand new. So whatever you see is actually my old website, completely restructured, completely redone, and now I have new resources that are better than what they were before. My goal has been to improve, to restructure, and to streamline everything. So everything that I can do with my fly fishing business can be done from anywhere in the world. It's completely remote. And it's taken time for me to set that up. It's taken more time than what I thought, because when the work was available to me, when I was working in insurance, I had to take it. So I had to sacrifice time away from my business. And now I'm having to give up fishing time. I'm having to give up time that I typically would be taking for myself and for the YouTube channel to be able to buy some time when I come back to the United States. So I am now getting into a position so that I can record exactly what I want to record. I'm upgrading my camera gear. I'm getting my schedule set so that I can work remotely, and I can get out there, fish, and record the instructional content that I've been trying to get out there for you guys. It's an exciting time, and it's an exciting transition in the channel because I've been working very hard to learn, to grow, and to make things the best that they can be for not only my subscribers, but also for my customers. I haven't had the time on the water that I'm used to, and I gave some of that time up so that I can have it later. And it's starting to come together. And I want to thank everyone again for your patience, and I want to thank you for your understanding, because this has been such a long time coming. And everything seems to be working into place, even though there's been some challenges and I've had to step away from time to time. Your loyalty means a lot to me. So to my subscribers and to my customers, again, I want to thank you for your loyalty. I've been tying flies commercially since I was just about 12 years old. And I love every minute of it. And I can't wait to get things set back up, because I'm going to show you and I'm going to give you an inside look into my commercial tying world. I'm going to show you how I do things. I'm going to show you my work area, how I streamline my processes. I'm also going to be doing more tying demos. Now that I have a new macro camera, I'm going to be doing more of those as well. And there's going to be more of those videos coming this month. I've had to sacrifice time now so I can have it later. And I'm excited to get out there, get back on the water, and continue showcasing my fly patterns and the techniques that I use to catch fish, not only in Ohio and the United States, but anywhere I travel. My watercraft is changing. I'm going to be floating again. I know you guys have seen some of my fly fishing videos where I'm floating in a kayak. I'll link some of those below in the description for you. My watercraft is changing. I've tested a lot of boats, so I'm going to be doing some boat reviews. I'm going to be doing a final review on my kayak. I'm going to be showcasing my new watercraft. I'm also going to be doing a complete build on that new watercraft, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to utilize it as a weapon not only in still water, but moving water too. It's going to be an awesome series. I've got a lot of good things coming, and I've been tying some trout flies lately in my spare time. I haven't had much, but I've got some new trout flies I'm going to be covering and some new bass flies as well. So I've got great videos on the way. Stay tuned for those. There's going to be more announcements. I've got a lot of changes, a lot of good things. There's more things I'm uploading to my website this week also. New resources, new recipes, and just a lot of good things. And I'm excited, and I hope you are too. So thank you again, everyone, for all your support. Thank you for your understanding. Juggling a full tutoring schedule and teaching schedule over here while dealing with visa stuff, transitioning back to the United States in February, getting prepared for that. I'm actually preparing for that right now. I've been preparing for that for the past month, so my time has been limited. So now that things are starting to kind of head in that direction, I'm hitting the runway, and I'm going to be headed back there, be back there before you know it. So thank you again for all your support. There's going to be more videos coming from the Philippines, and my wife and I are taking a trip in 2 weeks to Hong Kong. So I'm going to be talking about that trip and showcasing some highlights from that as well. So all kinds of stuff is happening. Stay tuned. If you like this video, go ahead and hit thumbs up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more Philippines, travel, fly fishing, and fly tying videos. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Take care, and we'll catch you next time.